Okay, so this is our first pig. So in this pig, we can see the hard palate right here, and then the soft palate over here. And then if we look this way, we will see the epiglottis right here. Okay, that's this flap. And then we can actually put the probe into the opening that is sort of behind the epiglottis, and that will be the glottis. So that's the opening into the oropharynx, and then we can actually insert, go this way into the nasopharynx, which will be here behind the soft palate. And then, of course, this is the tongue. And if we look on this side of the tongue, right here, we will see this structure, which is the lingual frenulum, which is this right here, where I'm showing with my finger right now. You will also notice that there are some teeth here, but since this is a fetal pig, the teeth are not fully developed just yet. Okay, and then over here we have the larynx. So this right here will be the thyroid cartilage of the larynx that is visible, and down here will be the cricoid cartilage, and then this this right here will be the trachea, and then right posterior to the trachea here will be the esophagus. Okay, and then of course this is the diaphragm. And then here we have lungs, and we'll see more of this in the other pig. Liver. Okay, you can see that liver in the pig has multiple lobes. Then right next to the liver, right here we have the gallbladder. This is right here with the green pin. You can also see from this side that this is a gallbladder. And then here we have the stomach. Okay, so in the stomach, this is the cardial part of the stomach, where esophagus first comes into the stomach, and then we are seeing here the body of the stomach, and then between the cardial and body, we have the fundus of the stomach, right here with the blue pin. Okay, and then the pyloric part of the stomach will be visible over here with the white pin. This is the pyloric part of the pylorus, and then over here is the beginning of the small intestine. So this is the jejunum this is the duodenum of the small intestine. And then the jejunum of the small intestine is actually the majority of it. And so this will be all of this. And then finally, the small intestine will actually be leading into the large intestine. So right here is the ileum. So this is the terminal part of the small intestine. And then through this ileocecal valve, food actually gets into the cecum. So this is the cecum. It looks kind of like a little sock or pocket. This is the beginning of the large intestine, and then this right here is the rest of the large intestine, which in the pig is called the spiral colon, and this is very different from the ascending, transverse, and descending colons in the human. So in the human, we actually going to look at this. In the human, the large intestine is actually the ascending, transverse, and descending colons. This, as you can see, is very different from the pig. Okay, and then in the pig, this right here with the white pin is the rectum. So this is the fecal matters will go through this and into the anus of the pig. Okay. Now in pig number 2, again, you're going to see the thyroid cartilage. This is the larynx, and then cricoid cartilage and the C-shaped cartilages of the trachea, and then right here is the esophagus. And then here I removed the heart to expose the split of the trachea into the two main bronchi. So this would be the right main bronchus and the left main bronchus. And you can also see better here the small intestine with the jejunum of it marked, and then large intestine with, this is just a spiral colon of the pig's large intestine. And now the salivary glands. So there are 3 salivary glands. There is the smallest one here is the sublingual, and then this one here is submandibular, and then this is parotid. And then just for orientation, this right here would be the masseter muscle in the cheek. Okay. So, and now if you dissect into the stomach, you will see the inside of it is actually rough. So this is called the rugae of the stomach, which help with churning of the food. And then also over here, if you dissect, and it's gonna be hard to see without any magnification here, but I'll try. If you dissect into the small intestine, you will see the internal surface is also rough, and so these are actually the villi of the small intestine right here. And then again, final dissection here was actually done to again expose the ileocecal valve, and you can see the inside of the cecum right here. Okay, and so again, we have 2 pigs. This one kind of has its intestines more disturbed, and then the last thing. And the last thing I wanted to show you is the mesenteries. So you can see. Okay, so you can see the mesenteries as these membranes that are holding the different parts of the intestine together, and you can also see more of that over there between the liver and the small intestine as well. Okay, and so that's our second pig, which has the heart removed to expose more of the respiratory system. And that's our dissection.